So here's the thing. I always knew growing up that I wanted to be a dad, but I didn't think it would be possible for me. So in this next chat with Ariana, we chat about my reasons for wanting to be a dad, kind of my background, how I grew up, why it was important to me, and how I feel so fortunate that now in today's day and age, I was able to make it happen. And as you guys know, I'm just a super proud dad, excited to share these moments with you all. So let's go.
So let's just get right into it. I'd love if you can start by sharing with us a little bit about your decision of wanting to start a family, to become a dad, and then maybe your decision to go the surrogacy route and find an egg donor and a surrogate.
Okay. Oh man, how far
Big
back do we
question, I know.
go? Yeah, I know. So I always knew I wanted to be a dad.
Oh.
I didn't come out until probably university, and at that point, being a dad was really important to me, and I didn't know if it was something that would be in my cards. Like if
Mhm.
I'm coming out, eventually I want to be with a dude. How are we going to have a kid? And I knew nothing about surrogacy at that point. All right, guys, let's get a little real here. So, I grew up in a big family. And when I say big, I mean like very, very large. There were 9 of us. Because my family fostered kids, we would normally have 7 kids in our household, which was great for like playing at the park, grounders, going to the swimming pool. Like you always had people to play with, which was amazing. And out of all of that, I instinctually just had this already, I guess, kind of like parenting vibe or just like parenting instincts, if that makes sense. I was the oldest, which definitely contributes to that. But I also always knew that I wanted to be a dad. But I wouldn't say at a young age, like I didn't realize that I was gay until probably high school or even university. And at that point it was difficult. It was like there were two different parts of my mind that were fighting. It was like either you're not gay and you can have a family, or if you're gay you can't have a family. And I didn't realize that there was an option for me. So eventually I stayed true to myself, which I'm so proud of myself for. I came out. That's a whole different story for a different time. I met my husband, we got married, and then we started exploring surrogacy. And it was so eye-opening and emotional to realize that that dream that I thought I had lost, um, I could now bring to life through surrogacy. And that's exactly what we did. Now we have our gay little family that I'm so, so proud of. So I kind of just put it in the back of my mind, knowing I wanted a family, not knowing about surrogacy or adoption or any of it.
Mhm.
Ended up finding my partner. We both agreed that we wanted to have kids, and we're both engineers, so we're both very like schedule, schedule, schedule. And that's the main reason we went with surrogacy is you know your timeline.
Mm,
We've heard, I don't want to say horror stories, but unfortunate stories of parents going through the adoption route and just
mm,
waiting years upon years and having no set timeline. So that was one of the biggest
yeah,
deciding factors for us, was just knowing a kid will hopefully be arriving at this date. Let's prepare for it. And
yeah.
that's the date that we'll become dads.
Interesting. I've never even thought about that as being a motivating factor, but that does make so much sense. You do have a little bit more control over that when you are going into that process. That's so interesting.
Now, this clip raised some pretty controversial comments about buying babies, which couldn't be farther from the truth. That is not how it works, and we're gonna tackle it in the next video. Make sure you catch me and Ariana, and please comment, like, subscribe, do all of this stuff, and let's go.